Diego County line to cross the LA County line in Long Beach. Not all in one walk, of course, different walks, but every foot of the Pacific Coast Highway from San Diego County line to LA County line. One time or another, Millie and I have walked it all. That was mostly before, that was all before we did the YouTube channel. We just started that this year. If we started it back then, we would have had a whole lot more videos. Some of the Huntington Beach resorts. Taking a good nap. That's what she does when I drive, because I do a lot of driving around Southern California. So when I'm driving around, she just takes herself a nice nap. Then when we get someplace and get out of the car, she's got plenty of energy to run around. Huntington Beach. Party Central at night. Tourist Central during the day. Dude, please don't merge into me, thank you. your head, peripheral vision. Well, we've driven through here a minute at a time. So far, so good. To out to Pacific Coast Highway. So we're going to use that quicker turnaround point and head back up the coast, going back home. Charge because I did not bring a charging cable. So we'll see. Corner of Palm and Golden West. You know, I might have a charging cable that I bought in Illinois. that cable. Well, turns out I do have that cable. This stop came in handy because I was able to plug in the charger cable, and Millie needed to get out and take a quick pee and have a drink. I gave her a drink of water, so we are ready to turn around. We're going to use Sea Point. Just walk this from Patterson Park right over off to the left, actually, on the side of the street. We just made that walk. So from here, I'm going to turn left at Sea Point and go back to the Pacific Coast Highway. Hang a left. Drive back through and see what everything looks like from the other side. I'm doing this partially for my brother Jim. There's the Harriet Weeder Regional Park over there. We also went there yesterday. We're going to come back there in winter when it's all green after it rains more. So anyway, as I was saying, I am kind of doing this for Jim, my brother Jim, because I did a video driving through Laguna Beach that didn't come out well because I didn't have the camera in the right spot, and he was a little disappointed that I didn't post that one, make that one public. So brother James, brother Jim, I'm going to take, all goes well, I'm going to give you a look at the entire coastline from Sea Point Street in Huntington Beach back to Dana Point. And here we go. Dog beach nearby. project yet. Since I just got this camera mount. Using a gift card for my birthday from my brother Andy. He gave me a gift card and I used that to buy the camera mount or the phone mount so I can do this. And I'm hoping it comes out good. And the thing about stuff like this is you don't know what it's going to look like until you get home and put it on your computer, put it on the laptop and take a look, and we'll see what we got then. There's always a few little protests going on in that spot. During COVID, they were COVID protests. Now they're protests of a different kind. I like to think of myself as a Swiss ambassador, as I like to stay neutral. We're all going to meet in the same place one day, whatever side of the fence we were on. And that's as much as I got to say about that. I'm not a tourist guide, and of course you can Google Huntington Beach. Huntington State Beach is a pretty long beach, and it has a lot of stuff. And there's Huntington City Beach, so you have Huntington City Beach, and you also have Huntington State Beach. Between them, there's a lot of beaches. Stop, hope it stays that way. You never know. Rain is still unusual for this time of year in Southern California, but we do get some from time to time. And right up there is the entrance to the Huntington State Beach. Coming up as soon as the light turns green. the Huntington State Beach entrance. Surf City. I myself have never been a surfer. It looks like fun. Did go boogie boarding at Huntington Beach once. That was fun. Also been boogie boarding at Myrtle Beach when we visited that one. Boogie boarding is fun. So I imagine surfing's fun too. I got a couple neighbors who do it at least a couple times a week. They mostly go to Doheny Beach on Dana Point. I'm not really Swiss, I'm German and French, but I still like the idea of being Swiss and retaining my neutrality. A lot of disagreements out there, but we'll all get through it. We'll get through it, and as I already stated, we all meet in the same place one day. Hopefully we'll laugh about it all then. I try to keep my sense of humor. Millie is very helpful with that. She's quite entertaining. Except when she's taking a nap in the back. Coming back in the Newport Beach. Coast Highway. From, let's see, I think Belmont. I think it's Belmont or 2nd Street in Long Beach, all the way to Cristiano's Road, just the other side of San Clemente, to Trestles. We walked to Trestles. That's in San Diego County. All the way up every mile of Pacific Coast Highway. And as I said, if only I had known about YouTube then, or been into YouTube then, we probably would have had about 2,000 Mike and Millie's favorite videos by now. But since I only started this June, we've been walking together for 13 years. But since I only started this June, so far we got about 74 Mike and Millie's favorite videos. And we're kind of waiting for the rains in winter to make everything greener, so it looks fresh, and then we'll start doing some more. Or maybe we'll do a few more in the meantime, but I think of some. In case I hadn't mentioned that, my brother Jim is in New Mexico, where he's been doing YouTube videos in his area of New Mexico for like 14 years, or almost as long as YouTube's been around. Brother Jim's been doing YouTube videos in New Mexico. And also radio operator videos. He's the one who talked me into finally getting a YouTube channel this year. So when he says, hey, I want a video of the coast, a driving video of the coast, well, I hope you like this, Jim. It's gonna be a long one. Brother Andy is the one, he lives around here, and he's the one who gave me the gift card I used to buy the camera mount I'm using right now, so I can do this drive. Cool thing about doing outdoor videos, or doing driving videos, or even walking around with Millie videos is no two are the same. Things change, weather changes, different people, different stuff going on. I could drive up and down this same stretch like I did today in January, look completely different. In June, it would look completely different. Tomorrow, it might look completely different. That's the cool thing about doing these videos. You never know what you're gonna get. Get it home, put it on your computer, and take a look. And then, if you finally decide you got what you want, you put it on TV, and then you check it out on your TV, and see what it looks like there. I could do this drive tomorrow and it would look completely different. Well, a lot different. So, thank you, Jim, for getting me hooked on YouTube videos. I hope some of the audience out there who decide to look at these enjoy some of them. I started it all because I wanted to share all the joy that I got from walking Millie all the cool places. Because Millie she's a soldier, a Cocker Spaniel Chihuahua mix who can pretty much walk anywhere. A little bit older, so she doesn't walk as far, but we've walked many places, many places. We can still do a couple, 3 miles on a good day. Used to do 8 or 10 when she was younger. She's still game, and she's always enjoyed. She's always got that smile, and everyone who sees her says, "Oh, what a pretty puppy! Oh, what a cute dog." Brought a lot of joy in my life, seeing me and my family do a lot of stuff. So that's why I started this whole thing, this whole channel. It was about showing everybody how much fun we have walking around all these different places in Orange County and a few other counties. But then I got hooked on doing videos. pretty addictive. It's just like drugs. And you think if you quit, you wouldn't have withdrawals because there's no chemicals involved. But every time I try to quit doing videos, I get withdrawals. And I have to go out and do some more. I think I've told Jim like 4 times, at least, okay, I've done my last Mike and Millie favorite walk for the summer. I'm going to wait for the rainy season. Don't know how many times I told him that. And I've done at least 20 more since then. It's really cool. People out there are sharing stuff that ain't much fun to watch because there's a lot of stuff out there that's very tragic, and I don't have to tell you anything about it. Everybody knows there's a lot of tragic and sad things happening out there, so you want to see that stuff, you know where to find it. But you want to see fun or different or kind of goofy stuff, I'm filming them. But it all started with the joy of sharing all the places Millie and I, Milli the dog, and I have been walking. We are still in Newport Beach, which is also covers a lot of space. We are in the Corona Del Mar neighborhood. Down there at the beach, they have a place where you can, when the tide is right, there's a cave you can get to. It's kind of cool. But you gotta time it just right. I lost an iPod one time because I didn't time it right. Went to get to the cave, and a wave splashed over me, hit the iPod, and sorted it out. But it is a cool cave. Down there at the beach at Corona Del Mar. If you ever get down there, see if you can find it. So I'm going to stop yammering for a while. We're heading out of Newport Beach pretty soon here. Well, still, it goes for a ways. We're going to go by Crystal Cove State Park in a while, and then we are going to go through Laguna Beach again. Back home for a very late lunch. I just said I was going to stop yammering, so time to keep that promise. Here comes Crystal Cove State Park. I'm going to let you take in the view now.